Thank you for purchasing your order of Highland cabinetry today. We are going to show you how to put together the 18-inch base cabinet along with the waste paper basket pullout. Tina's going to assist me with that right now. So first things first, we're going to start cutting the boxes open and showing you the pieces that you're going to be dealing with. First thing, we flip the box over because it's easier to cut this tape to open it up. So we're going to cut the tape right now. Let's pop the top open. Now some of these pieces in the cabinet, white on one side, wood grain on the other. White on one side, that faces the outside of the cabinet. This is actually the back of the cabinet.
I can see that.
This piece right here is your face front and cabinet door and drawer front.
Good thing I have you. I wouldn't know where to begin.
All right, so here's more drawers. These are the two sides. This is one in the back. We'll open these up in a little bit. These are the guides that the drawer slides in and out of, and they're self-closing.
Do you need help with this one?
Yes, and these here, this is
The outside.
the outside. This is one side. As you can see, this is the inside.
Carefully.
I'll show you this one. White on one side, wood grain on the inside.
Yeah, that's
And this is the same. This is the other side. We've laid out one side of the cabinet and the back of the cabinet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this, if you notice, this right here, it is recessed. This thin piece goes in this slot right here. So we want to fit this. And I can't stress enough that when you're putting these together, make sure before you nail them or do any gluing that you dry fit them first, because it's so important to make sure that there aren't any irregularities that are going to give you problems when you go put the next piece on. So we want to just make sure this is even. Okay. Okay, are we in? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stand it up on end and put some nails between these two pieces to hold the two pieces in place. We're going to make sure that that is all tight. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our nail gun with the 1¼ inch brad nails, finish nails, and we're going to put a few nails in here to just tack this in place. Okay.
So carefully go like this, and then bring it down, and then we'll lift it up.
Right. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the base of the cabinet in, so please hand me that.
Okay.
Okay? And remember, the white side is away from
That fits in perfectly.
the cabinet, which fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay? So what we're going to do, and now over here, I'm going to show you these two holes. We'll put 2 screws in to hold the bottom of the cabinet to the back of the cabinet. Okay, here's your hardware bag, which we're going to open up right here and spread out the hardware that we have. And what we're looking for is the 2 longest wood screws that are in the packet. And here they are. And these are the 2 that are to go right in here. Okay. Now we have this secured to the back. Now we're going to put the other side on.
Okay.
Okay. And line up that corner. We're going to put a few nails in this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Slide
So,
this way.
okay. Okay. Okay, now let's lay it on its back.
Okay.
All right. Let's move this over here. I'll bring the face front over.
Okay.
What we're going to do now is we're going to glue the face front to the cabinet. And in these two slots is where you put the glue, and also in this channel down here. Just remember, this is your top, this part here, because that's where the drawer goes. So we're going to line up the channels and make sure they're flush with the top, and make sure they're set all the way down. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to attach the face front to the sidewall with these staples. Now we're going to unpack the hardware, which include the rails for the drawer front. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with this, let me show you. These two plastic dowels fit in these two holes right here, which holds the rail to the back of the cabinet. Okay, we've laid the cabinet on its side and set the rail in place now, lined up the rail with the existing pre-drilled hole. What we're going to do is we're going to put 4 corner braces that we have right here, 1 in each corner. This will add stability to the cabinet, approximately 1 inch from the top of the cabinet. All right, Tina is holding the cabinet at this angle so that this way we can actually show you better how we're going to attach this toe kick backing to the cabinet. I've placed it between the sides of the cabinet and clamped it in place. What we're going to do is we're going to put a few nails on each side. When all the cabinets are in place, you'll have a finished piece of toe kick that should have come with your kitchen cabinets to cover all this. We're going to assemble the drawer now. Here is the front of the cabinet, which you will see, and the front part of the drawer is already attached to the drawer front. This is the back of the drawer. These are the 2 sides right here. This is the bottom of the drawer. You'll notice these are dovetails. These fit right into this.
Just a little, right?
Just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to take these, make sure these slots are lined up, and we're going to tap them in with the rubber mallet. Okay, now we're going to take the drawer bottom.
Here, I'll hold it.
Drawer bottom. So Tina, put a couple of drops right on each one. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. You line those up. That's good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tack a couple of nails in, put them right in the middle of the dovetail.
Why is it doing that? Wait, one more around here.
All right, now that we have the drawer assembled, what we're going to do is take the two mechanisms which hold the drawer to the guides in the cabinet. One goes on each side. These attach to the rail and lock the drawer in place, along with these two holes that are right here that holds the drawer in place in the back of the channel, while these hold it attached in the front. When you want to take the drawer out, you just pull the drawer out and you reach underneath and you squeeze these together and pull the drawer out, and it comes loose from the cabinet. And now we're going to take the completed drawer and put it into the cabinet. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and slide it in on the rails, and we're going to slide it in so that those two metal tips slide into those two holes that are back here. And we're just going to close this. Now pull out the drawer to make sure that it works properly. Push it closed, let the slow close take effect, and the drawer is now completed. Now we're going to glue the sides and the bottom and the top of the drawer together. First of all, Tina, as we did in the base cabinet, we're going to put some glue in each one of the dovetail slots on both sides.
All right.
Okay. All right, now we're going to make sure that the slots are lined up for the bottom and the top, and we're going to tap them in. We tap this side in. Okay.
Noise.
Now, we're going to slide in the top and the bottom. Let's do the bottom first.
Bottom.
Bottom. Okay. Now we do this.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to fit this in here first. There you go. Okay. 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 Now we're going to go back and shoot a few nails in each of the dovetails. This way this box will be secure and tight. Now that we have the box assembled, what we're going to do is we're going to anchor this trash bin holder into the top of the box. We're going to drill a hole here and put a countersink wood screw in. Then we're going to countersink it just a little bit so that the top of the screw is flush with the top of the wood. Just a little. Now we're going to take a small screw. Okay, now this is secure. Now what we're going to be able to do is we're going to take this drawer and we're going to actually mark the holes where they need to be drilled so we can attach this drawer to the back of the cabinet door. First thing, we've marked the holes and where they're going to go. So you measure 1 inch in on each side and then draw a straight line and carry that measurement all the way down. Then come back and measure from the top 3/4 of an inch down, 3.5 inches down, 7 inches down. Once you have those 3 marks, duplicate this same procedure on the other side. We're going to start with the top hole first. Please make sure when you line up your drill that you're straight and you drill straight into the cabinet. Next one. Now the last one. Now once you have these 3 drilled, we'll go and duplicate it on the other side. Attach the drawer latches to the underside of the lower drawer, just like you did on the upper drawer. Next, we're going to take the drawer and place it on the back side of the cabinet door and measure it so that it is in the proper position. From each side, here and here, 1 5/8 inches. From the bottom, we're going to measure 1 7/8 inches on each side. We're ready to go. I've set the drawer front on top of the back side of the cabinet door and I've clamped it so this way the drawer front will not move on the door. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be screwing the 2 pieces together with this wood screw, which is a number 8, 1 inch in length. The cabinet doors have a melamine surface, which is very hard. I've put these finish nails in the holes that we drilled so that we were able to tap these and break through this surface so that when we put the screws in, it goes right in with no problem. Next, I'm going to show you how to install the lower drawer guides. Unlike the upper drawer guides that have drilled bracket holes in the cabinet, we must do a few different things to mount the lower drawer guides. First, replace these plastic mounting brackets with the provided metal L brackets. Slide the metal L brackets onto the drawer guides. Now we must position the drawer guide in the cabinet. The front part of the drawer guide gets screwed to the edge of the face front, just like the uppers. Now, to position the back of the drawer guide, you need to do 2 things. The drawer guide needs to be at the same height in the back of the cabinet as it is in the front of the cabinet. What we have used is a 1/4 inch wood shim under the back of the drawer guide. This is exactly the same height as it is in the front. The second spacing is to keep the drawer guide square with the cabinet. That is the spacing between the guide and the side of the cabinet. What we have used is the extra cabinet shelf that came with the cabinet, which is approximately 3/4 of an inch thick. With those spacers in place, screw the front part of the drawer guide to the edge of the face front with the provided wood screws. Then screw the metal L bracket to the back of the cabinet. After the first drawer guide is installed, repeat the procedure on the other side. Remember, remove the wooden spacers before moving on. Now that we have the drawer guides in, I'm going to show you how to install the drawer. We pull these drawer guides out, and I want to show you these 2 little clips that are here, one on each side. Those go into the back of the cabinet drawer right here. Okay? and we put the drawer guides in the channel. And you put your hand behind that piece where that little clip is, and you push it in until you feel it lock into the cabinet, both sides. They locked. Now you just push it in, and your cabinet drawer is in. Thank you for watching the Highland Cabinetry assembly video for the 18-inch base cabinet and the wastebasket pullout. We have one more thing to do. Thank you for watching.